Good afternoon. This is Carolina Gilcapi from Sade Adventures, and I am here to tell you about a last-minute opportunity for Christmas in the Galapagos. This is quite rare since Galapagos sells out months and months in advance, but we have had such a interest in chartering boats and creating this private special experience for your group of friends or family. And so when this came into my inbox, I just wanted to share it with you. So let me share my screen and we can go through the itinerary together so you kind of get an idea of how everything will work. So this particular trip is priced based on 16 people. Why? Because the yacht has 8 cabins. They are double cabins. So the cruise can go out with maximum 16 passengers. No more, but it can go out with less. It's just the price per person would be adjusted if you have less than 16 people. So if your family is a group of 12 or 14, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will tweak it, remove the extra hotel rooms and so on, and send you a price that's right for your family. So the cruise is called the Sea Star Journey. It's a boat that has been refurbished just a few years ago. It's lovely, quite lovely, and I'm so excited to show you how everything would work. So you would arrive on the 16th of December to Quito, Ecuador. We will pick you up. We will have a private minibus waiting for you and take you to downtown Quito. There we would have rooms available for you at the Plaza Grande. This is a hotel that's right in the middle of the old town. It's a great location for exploring. And there you will stay for 3 nights because the following day on the 17th, a private guide will come and show you the best of Ecuador. So the equator line, the downtown, the colorful old part of the town. You'll taste some chocolates. You'll go up to the mountains. It is a beautiful day spent in Quito. It's a wonderful city that can be explored on foot. This is your kind of first introduction to higher altitude. So it's nice to be in Quito before you go somewhere higher. And I will touch on that later on. And then the next day, I'm going to whisk you away from the city and take you for a day to the Cotopaxi Volcano National Park. This is down the avenue of the volcanoes, filled with markets, indigenous communities, a lot of culture. And in the national park, there are haciendas, which are working ranches. Here we can go hiking, go to the lagoon, ride horses, have a traditional Ecuadorian lunch, and really get a glimpse of life in the Andes, which I really love for everyone to kind of get an idea of before they go off to the islands of the Galapagos. So after your 3 nights in Quito, we take you to the airport, we prepay your ID cards, your entry to the islands, the cruise flights to the islands, everything you need taken care of is done for you. We have a Galapagos assistant at the airport to take you through all the customs and all the stops that need to be done. It's a 2.5-hour flight and you arrive in the Galapagos and you are ready to cruise. This cruise is 6 days, 5 nights, and the boat will be completely private for your group. So here's an idea of some photos. The dining room, there's an indoor and outdoor area. There is 8 beautiful suites. The suites on the upper level look like this. They're very spacious and have big windows. And the suites on the main deck have balconies. So there's 4 with balconies, 4 without balconies. I like that mix because families, maybe with smaller children, they don't want a balcony. That works really well. Some of the boats cabins even connect. So give me an idea of what your group is like, and I will show you how we will shift all the cabins to make sure everybody is comfortable and has a space. On board, you will have your naturalist guide who will take you on all the excursions. You will have a full crew, for housekeeping, for taking care of the boat. Of course, it's like a ratio almost of 1-to-1 on board. So you will be quite spoiled in the Galapagos. That is kind of the key and the level of service we provide. And then you will have a chef and he will prepare amazing, not only Ecuadorian dishes, but international dishes throughout. So of course, if you have any suggestions, if you have any requests, we can definitely take care of it. So Sea Star Yacht has 8 cabins, 4 upper deck suites, 4 main deck cabins with balconies. Here's a room set up with 2 beds. So you will let us know how many beds you need. and how the bedding can be done. There are 2 jacuzzis on board. There's a beautiful library. This is where we meet with an evening, maybe drink after dinner, discuss what excursions will be done the following day. It's a beautiful experience just for your family. So you will be able to do everything and anything you want in the Galapagos. It's quite special. This is another photo of the main deck suite. I just want to show you how spacious it is with the exit to the balcony. So what are you going to do in the Galapagos? So every day you're going to get off the boat at least 2 times. You're going to have wet landings, dry landings. You're going to go to beaches. There are different beaches, red sand, black sand from the lava, white sand. There are colonies of sea lions. There are giant tortoise plantations. There are all kinds of different excursions, from soft hiking to beach walks to lava rock trekking. So again, the guide will kind of gauge your group, what you enjoy, how adventurous you want to be, and he will tweak it to an extent. He has specific islands that he can take you to, and then on the islands we will figure out how long we will stay and so on. So every day you will get up, and of course snorkeling, all the equipment, everything you need will be included. You will be able to get into the water every day, and because you're going in December, I want to point out that that is warm water climate, so you don't even need wetsuits if you don't want to wear them. It's one of my favorite months to travel, from December to March, because the water is very warm and very calm. This is a quick map of where you will cover in your 5-night, 6-day itinerary. So quite a lot. Española is one of my favorite islands because it looks like this: white sand, blue water, and a ton of sea lions everywhere. So you definitely look around and you know you're in the Galapagos. So after your 6-day itinerary, we will take you back to the mainland, which would be in Quito on December 24th. And here you can fly home. Now, if you are not ready to go home, it's only day 9 of your trip, we can continue. And I suggest just here as a Machu Picchu extension. Of course, Ecuador mainland has so much to offer anyway. If you want to stay in Ecuador, we can go to the Cuenca, we can go to the Amazon jungle, we can go to the coast and lay around on the beach for a while. You let me know. But if you want to tick off another bucket list item, even maybe if the whole group doesn't want to go, but some of you want to go and see Machu Picchu, we can do it quite easily. So instead of flying home on December 24th, we'll fly to Lima. We'll spend the night in Lima. The next day, we'll eat our way through Lima with a wonderful foodie guide. They'll show you all the highlights, including food sites like eating lunch at the ruins that were discovered in the last 20 years inside of Lima. And then we will take a short 50-minute flight to Cusco. And this is the Inca territory. So we will focus on Sacred Valley first, where we will acclimate, because now we're entering high altitude. So Cusco is really high. We don't want you to sleep there if you're just landing there. We're going to start with Sacred Valley, which is 2,000 feet less, which is much easier on the body. And it's filled with sites like this: Moraz, Salineras, Ollantaytambo, Pisac. All of these sites are scattered throughout the valley, and we will visit them all because we will have 2 full days with a private guide, with beautiful lunches arranged for you, like farm to table, Isca Moraz, or a Pachamanca ceremony with a local community. We'll stay in a hotel that's smack in the middle of the valley, so you have beautiful views. And then when we're ready, after touring for 2 days of Sacred Valley, we'll take the train to Machu Picchu. December 28th, 2.5-hour train takes you to the ruins, or takes you to the village by the ruins. A private guide will be there waiting for you. I have to really specify here that all of the tours that I've mentioned are private. It will be your family with your own driver, with your own English-speaking guide. That's a history buff, that is local, that knows the place in and out, and that way we can really offer you something special. You will see Machu Picchu, you will have a tour. It's quite easy. We take it based on your pace. There are many, many trails around Machu Picchu. And then we'll sleep in the village right on the river. Now, the next morning, you wake up and you have some choices to make. We can go hiking. So Huayna Picchu is this big peak here. We can go to the top. If you want a super easy trail, we can go to Uchuy Picchu, which is the smaller peak here, or we can just watch sunrise from the ruins of Machu Picchu and do another trail that we haven't done the day before. It's your choice. We can discuss it, what works best. We'll have a beautiful lunch and then take the train back to Cusco. So now this is our first time in Cusco. We're fully acclimated. We can rest. We can sleep in the following day, see the best sights of Cusco, and fly home on December 31st. So that would be a 16-day itinerary covering Galapagos, Machu Picchu, of course, Quito, Cusco, Sacred Valley, and Lima as well. But those two bucket lists are very well done and included here. So here is your pricing for this Christmas departure. So the private charter and Ecuador portion is $74.99 based on 16 people. So total for 16 is $119,984. That is total for 16 people, all of the Ecuador services. So your Galapagos cruise fully serviced, your flights to the Galapagos, all your entry fees and ID cards, your Quito drivers, guides, buses, entry tickets, 2 days of touring, and 3 nights hotel in the Old Town. That covers for 16 people this price here. If you want to add Peru, it's $39.99 per person. I understand that most people, maybe the whole group doesn't want to go, so I based it just on 6 people. If you have more people, let me know, and that price will reduce. The thing about the Galapagos and Christmas is that we need to make fast decisions. We need to let the boat know by May 8th if we are going to take it. The deposit needs to be sent by then. It is 40% of this amount, and I can put that in an email for you as well. What is not included are your international flights, range about $600 if you're coming from maybe Florida or maybe New York. There are nonstop flights to Ecuador, and they usually range between 400 to 800 depending what airport you're using. So just keep that in mind, that that is additional, because I don't know where you're coming from. Let me know your thoughts. I am more than happy to tweak the itinerary in any way. I'm happy to hold the cabins for you. And if you just have a smaller group, by all means, reach out and we will find something that works for your family. I look forward to having you visit the Galapagos with Sade Adventures. Happy travels.